Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura, and today is Flosstube, and it is Flosstube number, oh dear, I had it, I think it's Flosstube number 30. Yeah, Flosstube 30 for me. Wow. It is July 14th, 2020. I feel like we're like halfway through the year. You know, it's just weird. It's been a weird year. What can I say? Yeah, I was a busy, distracted girl all week. And as it turned out, I told you I had to take my daughter up to Leadville to go to the dentist. Well, that appointment got canceled for one reason or another. She didn't explain. I guess we're going next Tuesday. Not real clear. As you can see, I got my hoodie on, yeah, for about 5 minutes, and then I'll probably take it off because it'll get warm. Yesterday it was rainy and windy, and then it quit, and then the sun came out. Yeah, you get a mixed bag of tricks when you live in Colorado. Yeah, so what did I work on? Oh my goodness. A little of this and a little of that, shall we say? So, let me see here. So, pandemic. As you know, my week started with pandemic, and I got that beautiful pink fabric. I tried to wash it. I think I will just throw it in a washing machine and dry it, and or maybe just wash it in a washing machine where it's agitated a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that'll help it. But I got so pissed off. I kept the same color, and do I have a picture of pandemic here? Everything's inside out and upside down. Ah, pandemic. There we go. Everybody knows really what it looks like, but this is pandemic, and of course, I started in this corner. So I had this big old honking piece of Picture This Plus. Moment, please. I wrote it down somewhere. I think this is Regency. I'm not real sure. It's kind of a green color, like a mottled green and olive. So I had this huge piece, and I told you it was just barely big enough. So the green goes well with the magenta, shall we say? Hang on. You'd think I'd be ready. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can get a good color. That right. Let me see if I can get it again. It's definitely magenta. It's like a red-violet color. There we go. That's what it really looks like. So, I stitched because I was pissed. Don't stitch when you're pissed. But it's supposed to be fun. But this is how much I got done. Then I got lost right here in this little corner. So I put it away for a while. I just couldn't look at it. I was so irritated with the whole irritating thing. But I do believe that it is Regency. I Picture This Plus. Like I said, it's kind of a green with an olive mottled look to it. I don't think. No. Let me see what happens when I do that. That's a little bit better. But, and one side wasn't any darker than the other, so I just started on this side. So that's all we got done. Yep. Yeah, irritating from the get-go, so time for you to go in a bag. Yep, right up there with hoity-toity. Next. So then, let's see. I did. Oh dear. Let's see. Well, we're not going to go in order. So last night, I got out this piece of fabric, and I believe it's a piece of white chocolate. It's like an off-white color. And I worked on the Linen and Thread Sal from 2017, and I don't know that oh, I do. Hang on. Well, that's what that's supposed to look like when you're done. You just have to repeat it 3 times across the top. So, you see if I can get the needle out of the way. Now, this fabric is a tad bit stiff, but I'm working with it. I don't know what's wrong with the pink. It's a 16 count, so it's like an off-white. So, I had up to here, no, I'm sorry, up to here. And last night I did all of this and worked up to the center, and there's going to be like 3 flowers, one here, and then one at the top. And then I'll have to do it all again. But I got all the way across on the bottom portion that I was working on. So yeah, I thought it was pretty. And I'm doing it in DMC. It's a variegated DMC number 93. I had to look. And it's several shades of blue from light to darker blue, as you can see. Ow. Yeah. So, I got a little bit done on it. I just picked it up and started stitching, because, yeah. It is what it is, peeps. Some days you just gotta stitch. Get that in there. And yesterday I worked on Elemental Dragon by Ink Circles. Did a video on that. Worked for a little bit more on it. This is what it looks like. It's called Elemental Dragon's Earth. And I got it somewhere around the 1st of the year. Let's see what I got done. Hang on. I fold them inside out, of course. And everything is attached. This is another stiff fabric. It's called Christmas Red. And it is, I think, by Winchlet. So, I can get it to lay down. Now I have to find a place for the needle, because heaven knows we'll lose it. So I got a little bit more done yesterday. I decided to kind of free float. So I just came across and trying to get some of it done. Some more of the dragon. Not too much, but we got some of it done. And I'm using 3854, which is kind of a, it looks gold on the red. I couldn't find anything that was bright enough gold, and I wanted it to be a bright gold. So it's more of a dark yellow orange, if you will. Yeah, we got several strands of that. So, yeah, it'll go back. Like I said, I tried to work on things that I didn't work on the week before, so I figured that might be some kind of a plan. Then I got out. I did this for a couple days, a little bit at a time. This is called Time to Stitch by My Big Toe. I just love this. Yeah, we're still working on it. So, and it is done on a 16 count. I don't know that I have it in here. It's attached to the thing. It is Cafe Mocha from Winchlet's Country. So it's the Country French Cafe Mocha. Oh, I'm trying to fold. Yes, folding, folding. So I finished the top, except there's a couple things that need to be done here. Hang on. Trying to get the needle so I don't stab myself. I will have to go back. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Sorry, it's not ironed. Alright, so I have to put this red into here. And then there's like a pale green that goes, I don't know if I can get my finger there, right in between there, so that it kind of connects these two together. And I have to put the other red thing in there. And I started down on the bottom, got one of the red things and a green thing. There's 6 of them across. So yeah, it's getting there little by little. I love working on this fabric, so it's not hard to work on. It's just getting me to focus, and focus is sometimes it's a hard thing for me. If I just focus on it, I could probably finish it in a week if I just sat there and did it, right? Okay. Then I also worked on Quaker Sampling 3, and it is by With My Needle. Yeah. Whoa, sorry. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. So we're coming from this corner, and I've about got that done here. I've got to finish this motif here, and then I will be halfway. But it's going really fast. It's on 14 count. No, it's a, yes, 14 count Country French Latte, and I'm using 221 for it. Let me get, it's in an easy hoop, so we can get that out. But it's coming along. I mean, I've worked on it a lot. It has lots of Quaker motifs and stuff in it. Let me put the needle up there. Okay, get rid of the hoop. I thought I was going to get back to it. This is very nice fabric. So this week I worked on, I told you there was one more motif here. So I finished this little motif, and then I came over here and I did this flower. There's 3 of them. One goes here, one goes there, one goes up. So yeah, it's coming right along. I'll have to go back and do all them stupid letters, but you know how that goes. I either love them or hate them. So yeah, I love this, and I like that it's on 14 count, so it goes fairly fast, you know. I just try to work on a section, not a section, but a pattern at a time. Yeah. So I like. So like I said, I've been all over the place this week. And I also worked on Linen and Threads 2020. I don't know if I have a picture. Well, everybody, this is as far as I printed out. I have to go get some more printing material, but I am working on this little duty guy right here, and I'm not happy. Well, I started this, in all fairness, at night, and it is done on, oh God, this was the one with the weird name. It's from Winchlet. It's the country line. It's the dark one. Golden Needle, Country French Golden Needle something or other, but it's the darkest one of the country line. So, yeah. So, I'm down here, and I worked just this bit right in here to finish this, and I did that motif. And then I proceeded to get a migraine like an hour before I went to bed. I don't know. And this pattern, it didn't print out real dark when I printed it out. So I have no idea what's wrong with it. So, but this is really nice fabric too. It's 16 count. So that's as far as I am on that. So guess what? It got to be put away again. Whoops, let me fold it this way. I don't like them out and exposed. I don't know. I'm just weird that way. But it is the dark one, and I like this color. I don't know. It'd be, I think, really pretty for some, what do you call it, like autumn stuff. It's an awfully dark, it's like a dark khaki. I don't know. You can't really tell it's got more of a brown tone to it than green, but still, it's a pain. But, I mean, you know, to try to figure out what to do on it, I don't know. It is what it is, guys. Oh, right. And then, you like my basket? These are my $3.50 baskets that I got at the dollar store. And they work beautiful to set my things. I have 4 of them underneath. Beyond this, there's a coffee table right here. Yeah. Somewhere there's a coffee table. But underneath it, there's 4 baskets full of crap that I'm working on. And the last thing that I worked on, I love this, it's so pretty. I love the colors in it. This is by Maura Blackburn, and it is called 3 Things. Let me read you what it says. 3 things there are that will never come back. An arrow shot forth on its destined track, the appointed hour that could not wait, and the helpful word that was spoken too late. Yeah. Beautiful. Can't say, you know, it's an entity into itself, because each little part, it looks simple and not. I've like abandoned working on these last week, so yeah. It is done on 16 count legacy from Picture This Plus. And see, this is darker than that other one, so maybe the other one's Heritage. It's either Heritage, Regency, or Legacy. It's not Legacy, because I'm holding Legacy. I have the sticker for it. Hang on. It's got one of them screw top things, but these do fit better in my hoop stand and hold better. They're a lot sturdier. So that's about its redeeming quality. Now, as you know, I got all the skeleton done. And I just started in this corner putting the little flowers in. So I got bored with doing that because, God, it was just too consistent for me. But I just got a wild hair and picked it up, and I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, working on the 8th letter of this alphabet that goes across. So I did all them in like a day and a half. So there's not much to them. They're just different colors, and they go pretty fast. You know, you can do it, set it down, have some coffee, you know, do whatever, watch a little TV. So, I mean, it's not much to keep track of. But these are a freaking nightmare. And this is supposed to be doubled all the way down and around. Yeah, no. This was much easier than dealing with all that. But it'll get there. You know, one stupid moment at a time. This is Legacy. This one is Legacy. So, did I write Legacy? I wrote it down. I'm trying, when I get them, to write, you know, the name of the pattern. Usually I write who made the pattern. But, you know, how can you forget? And then I write that it's 16 count, what kind of stuff and where it came from. So, and then if it's like a, you know, like a solid color, I will put number 221 or whatever. So, yeah. But I like this pattern. And I like this material. I would buy more of this for some other kind of an antique sampler. It kind of reminds you of a piece of modeled old parchment paper. It's kind of got that. Let me see if that'll help. No, probably not. But it's kind of a golden mottled. You know what I mean? Like the background is light cream with like a golden mottle over it. Not totally gold, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Think of old parchment paper. Oh, God, I've got to turn that light off. It's just too much for me some days. So, yeah, that is all I worked on. I tried to work, you know, 2 or 3 days on everything, but that wasn't happening. Get all the threads together. Jeez. Sometimes I end up filming and I'm like, okay, so where did that thread come from? Usually I know, but sometimes not so much. And that came out of pandemic. I know that. So I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with pandemic. I haven't got a clue. And as you could see, no, pandemic. I only had like an inch. That's all that I gave myself, because this piece of fabric is like 26 by 36, and yeah, so keep your fingers crossed. I don't know. I'm not as in love with pandemic as I was with Pavane. I still love Pavane, but I gave it some love last week or the week before, so I'll be rotating them around and working on stuff, and I'm trying to finish Time to Stitch. So I don't know. This reminds me of Death by Cross Stitch. It's that intense, you know. But pandemic, yep, you go in there. Told you that went right in there. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I wasn't real thrilled about starting it in the first place, and then it was like, I kind of had to talk myself into it. I don't know. I'm not happy, but sometimes that happens, and sometimes not so much. So, what am I going to work on this week? I haven't got a clue. None. I don't have any plans. I just kind of go with, shit. See, I told you, Escapee. I think it goes into 3 things. It's some of that lovely 407 that I've been using. I've used that in 3 or 4 projects, so what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7 different things. So I don't know what's coming up this week. Not a clue. just haven't got a clue. Sometimes I pick out things that, oh yeah, I like working on that, you know, and I'll do it, you know, but I don't know. Just no plan. Molly and I were just stuck here again at the house, so I may get out today and go do laundry and, you know, all that exciting crap. I do have to go to the laundromat, though. I'm not real thrilled. I don't have my own washer and dryer here. There's positively no room for a washer and dryer. Even one of those stackables, and it would be useless. So it'd probably use more water than it would pay to have it. So I just go to the laundromat. It takes me 40 minutes, gets it all done. Sometimes, I mean, depending on the weather. So I'll take Molly, but not very often now, you know, because it's July, for crying out loud. But yesterday was weird. I mean, it rained, it thundered, it lightninged, and then it didn't do anything, and it looked cloudy and bad, and then the sun came out, and then last night, about midnight-ish, it started to, you know, the wind thing again, a little thunder, a little lightning, and a little bit of rain blew through, and that was it. I mean, it was over with, so I have no idea. I did make homemade egg rolls yesterday. Oh, God. Yeah, I started that at like 11 and didn't finish until about 3 because I had to make the guts, and then I had to let it all cool, and then you have to wrap them all, and then you have to fry them all, and then I had to let it all cool off and put it all away. And I froze some of them, but I guess I was just in the mood to cook. I don't know. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it for today. Like I said, no plans. Just kind of shot my moment. We didn't get to go anywhere, and yeah, I like to go up and go to Leadville because I get to see my daughter-in-law and my grandkids because it's summer. Now, one of my oldest granddaughter went to Missouri for the summer, so she's not there, but I get to see my other granddaughter and my grandson. And my son, of course, he's working during the week, so don't get to see him. But my daughter-in-law helps run a near new shop up there, so like a thrift store. But so we get to walk around there and look and see what kind of different stuff they have there. You know, I love thrift stores and flea markets and everything else. So yeah, we didn't get to do that today. So I may go over to the thrift store here in town. It will be open. But yay. Other than that, that is about all. Thanks, guys, for joining me today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday and a good rest of your week. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Yay.